Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Tchouameni. It's Bellingham. And here's Batistuta. Griezmann going face-to-face with his great rival. That's gone for a throw-in. Thuram. Wan-Bissaka does well to get it back. Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Valverde. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And we're not going to make any further progress now. Well-timed, excellent interception. Bruno Fernandes. Branthwaite gets over and intercepts. Bruno Fernandes running with the ball. And he was quick to react. Thuram. Mbappe. Oh, strongly challenged there. Bellingham. He's through here. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot a goal! Chips it through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Bellingham. And it's Griezmann. Oh, they could break here. Bruno Fernandes. That's a nicely weighted pass. And that's a superb pass. Thuram! Belletti. And he has been fouled there. Saliba. Belletti. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. Mbappe might just make this. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. He's in, surely! Mbappe. And the ball is out of play.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Mbappe. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And now they can clear their lines. Valverde. Eder Militao. Bellingham. Mendes cuts out the pass. Thuram. Thuram.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's managed to get rid. And that'll be the final action of the first half. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Switzerland head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Wan-Bissaka makes the interception. Mbappe. Valverde. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bruno Fernandes. Bellingham. The pass has gone astray. Traoré. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Thuram. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Batistuta.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now Saliba. Thuram. Oh, no joy this time. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Branthwaite. Nicely aimed pass. That looks a cracking ball. Traoré. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nuno Mendes. That's headed upfield. Now it's Bale. Valverde.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Griezmann purring through the gears. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's certainly onside here. Brilliantly cut out. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Substitution for Switzerland.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 20,
Kimmich. Matheus Cunha. Played with finesse. Oh, that's a key interception.
Vinicius Junior. Number 3, William Saliba.
Thinks one through.
Number 6.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Number 9, Matheus Cunha. Number 4,
Now it's Bale.
Mbumo.
Played out to the left flank.
Number 8, Ibrahima Konate. Substitutions taking place.
Matheus Cunha. De Bruyne. Olise.
Japan showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Araujo cuts it out. Ball is over the line. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Switzerland have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Rafinha.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
And it's De Bruyne. He's in a good position. Can he finish? Goal! Finally the breakthrough.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience. Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So we have our breakthrough.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looks to clip it forward. Oh, that's well spotted. Kimmich. Here's Matheus Cunha. Rafinha. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Matheus Cunha
has been indicated.
Rafinha. Oh, such a clever touch. There's the shot! Gabriel gets it clear. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. Clips it so gently. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Bruno Fernandes. And he welcomes it in. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Mbappe. And here's Griezmann. Valverde. And the counter can be on now for Japan. It'll be a throw-in. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Vinicius Junior. Traumeri. Gullit has given away a free kick. Traumeri.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Looking tidy in possession here.
Look, it's a run defence is this.
Oh, what a climb! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Bruno Fernandes. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Gullit.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
He's got the shot away! And that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Japan are looking to go forward now. Belletti. Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Belletti. Switzerland finding their passes. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. Now can he find a finish?
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players. Tries a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Eder Militao. Traumeri. Oh, what a ball! Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Wan-Bissaka tries to clear. Vinicius Junior. Wan-Bissaka. Mbappe is herring after that one. Great ball if he can get there. And it's Gullit. Shot at goal! It's in!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer. Japan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Japan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Switzerland can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Konate cuts it out. And here's Batistuta. And it's Griezmann. Griezmann going face-to-face with his great rival. And he thumps it clear. Saliba. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nuno Mendes. Oh, that's a key interception. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Tchouaméni has been caught there, it's a foul.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Wan-Bissaka spots it and intercepts.
Substitution for Switzerland.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 11, Griezmann.
Konate.
Number 20, Mbappe.
Almost an hour
Number
gone.
7, Vinicius Junior.
Bruno Fernandes.
Number 18, Batistuta.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Number 13.
It's a mighty effort!
Number 22.
No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Number
Well, it
9,
really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Number 17, Van Nistelrooy.
Matthias Cunha.
Substitution in progress. The attendance for this match
Switzerland
was
have a free kick.
72,306.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Pullet absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Matheus Cunha. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Bale. To Bruno Fernandes. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Bale receives it in a good position here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Switzerland have their second corner now. No, he's managed to misplace that. And they've got rid. Pedri, Chouameni. No, again there's no way through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
There's the hit! He scored! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
So what can they make of this?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Matheus Cunha. And they've been given a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Rafinha plays it short. That's very neat. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chouameni. Passing nice and neat. He's in space and looking for options. And he can clear it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Matheus Cunha. He's a sharp little ball here. Now the finish! It's there! With so little time left! Grandstand finish!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Switzerland give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. It's gone out for a throw-in. Pedri. Bale, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, super find. Speculative strike. Too close for comfort. Chouameni. Pedri. Rafinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there goes the final whistle. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.